Welcome to Los Angeles. I'm Maxine Shepard, the Curriculum Coordinator for Juvenile Court and Community Schools, and we will present Life-Centered Learning to you today. Life-Centered Learning recognizes that the world is a classroom, and that learning experiences must be student-centered and reality-based. This telecast will examine academic, vocational, and visual and performing arts programs in the Los Angeles County Office of Education, Juvenile Court, and Community Schools that have been enhanced through the use of life-centered learning. That we see life-centered learning in science class. This project is called Brown Thumb, Green Thumb. And our community project director is Dr. George Singleton. He teaches ecology, health, nutrition, gardening, conservation, among other things, through this program.
Gardening Group 1, I'd like you to continue reading over there. Gardening Group number 2, we'd like you to dig in this book here. Okay, that's a pretty rough one. And number 3, the flower bed over there. And number 4, you get the pleasure of planting today. In our communities, we have a great problem with cancer. So collards, broccoli, cabbage, these are all cancer preventers. Beta-carotene. Now, the beautiful part about these plants is that we can pinch the leaves for several months and get food. So the wells around the plants enable the water to be very effective. We water right into those wells. These beds that are produced are permanent beds, and this is the same technology as used by the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Incas of Peru, the Navajo, and the Winnebago Indians of North America. And the beautiful part about this technique is not only is it labor-intensive, but it also produces 4 times as much food using half the water. And the reason for that is that the plant roots can go down 2 feet. We never step on the beds. We have permanent pathways, and the plants are actually planted at 4 times the density, which forms a canopy and protects against evaporative loss in irrigation. So it's very, very productive, and it competes with the most advanced agribusiness techniques. So this gives them physical endurance tests, and most of them find that they have to improve their diets. These are broccoli plants here, and spinach interplanted on the outside, mustard also, and Swiss chard interplanted. We have a concept of brown thumbs versus green thumbs. Then the opposite of being a green thumb, we show them how they can change their ways and their orientations, so that we show them how increasing the fresh fruits and vegetables in their diet will improve their body health, how that will enable them to actually work out here longer. Because right now, a lot of them can't work for over 10 minutes in the sun without getting tired. We show them that they must increase their fresh fruits and vegetables content to improve their individual health and stamina. We also get into the aspects of what it takes to actually be a gardener, with the holistic concept of gardening being a person that cares for the land, cares for animals, cares for plants, and also for people. What we're teaching them are natural techniques of controlling insects. So what is called companion planting is the actual concept. There are certain plants that like each other, and there are certain plants that don't. So we show them the plants that like each other. For example, you can interplant cabbage and broccoli and the whole cabbage family. That is collards and Brussels sprouts, etc. You can also integrate that in with onions. You can integrate garlic, radishes. So by showing them interplanting or companion planting, what we're actually showing them is how certain plants get along with each other and certain other plants don't. Just like certain people get along with each other and certain people don't. She did a lot of interesting things, like just become a better person and stuff. One thing that really stick to my head was the concept about the brown thumb and the green thumb. It's really interesting and stuff. Okay, I never really thought about green thumb and brown thumb. I thought it was just a term that they used in gardening. Like it was brought out to, real life situations and stuff. Like when you're out there and stuff, instead of, destroying the community and stuff, you can help out your friends and help the community become better and stuff. So when I was out there, I was brown thumb, as they say, just destroy and take away from the earth and stuff instead of putting in and stuff. So it just taught me a lot of new and interesting things, how to discipline myself and self-control for learning and all that stuff. So this program is really interesting and stuff.
You really like the program.
Yeah, I wasn't really enthusiastic about this program because when they came over and talked to us about this program back in November, I thought gardening was for girls and stuff, I didn't really get involved. But after we really really worked on it and just got down to it, and then it was more than just girls working. So it's a lot of team effort and working together and stuff. That's what it taught us to work together.
The student interviewed at the end of this piece is a good example of learning by doing. He has also gained insight as he was able to relate gardening skills to real life. Pat, could you tell us about how the Brown Thumb, Green Thumb project got started?
Yes, I could. George Singleton and the gardening group were referred to the school through probation, and they met with the staff, and they told us that their plan was to teach gardening not only as a skill, but a way of life. They received a pretty good grant to do that. They'd already started their gardens in South Central Los Angeles, and they were looking for a place to teach students more about gardening and to find gardeners who could come and work after they left the camp. They could work paying jobs in the South Central gardens. So I thought, and many of the teachers felt the same way, that gardening could be a good hands-on way to teach their academic subjects. For instance, I teach science and language arts. In language arts, we write and read about gardening and our experiences. The vocabulary is often new, and the experiences are shared common ones which unite the group, just the way the students said. One of the other things that he didn't say, but he told me, was he had always helped his grandmother in the garden, but didn't really care too much about it. But he felt that now, with this experience, he could go back and really relate with his grandmother in a new way. And I think that's an important key part of what George is trying to teach in the life experience. In science, we read in our textbook about plant ecology, plant anatomy, air, water, chemical balances, and nutrition. And we taste the differences between fresh and other vegetables. Yesterday, we learned about the food pyramid and recent revisions from the circle model to the triangle model. We talked about you are what you eat and consider food sources. Most of this is new and considerably interesting to the students, including me. We're all learning in this one.
Okay, thank you.